More than 100 horse and rider teams are in Omaha right now because today's it's day one of the International Omaha Horse Jumping Show.
Yeah, there's also an educational expo where kids can get close to the horses if they want, plus an area without horses that's still interactive.
Susan Runnels is the executive director of International Omaha. Welcome back, Susan.
Nice to
Good
see you again.
Yes, nice to see you again.
So what makes the International it's one of the top horse jumping shows in the country, right?
It is.
What makes it stand out?
Well, it's a production, and it's within a sports event, and we have actually hired great big events, and they actually did the Olympic swim trials.
Yes,
Oh,
why did you
right.
bring them in, and what kind of difference does it make to have a company like that working for you?
It's incredible. It just really creates a different level for the show, and Great Big Events has been wonderful to work with, and there's going to be a lot more lights and use of the Jumbotron and spotlights, a beautiful open ceremony, and we're going to have just a lot more music and just really elevates it. So it's very exciting.
Enhances the guest experience too, all
Absolutely
of
it
that
does,
And this
yes.
is in the CenturyLink Center, right?
Yes, it is.
You transform the arena into this horse jumping pavilion, I guess. How do you make that transformation? That looks like a lot of stuff in
it's
there.
very incredible. We actually had 80 dump trucks of sand delivered to the CenturyLink.
Is that what they run on? Is it sand?
Well,
Or is
it's
it
a
mixed?
sand that actually was in a river in South Dakota that they had to bring because the river created the sand that would make it more round, so and not edges.
More polished, yeah.
Yes,
Sure.
and then we mix it with this fiber footing to make it a compound. It's about 5 inches, and it's a huge difference. It's World Cup type of sand footing. We call it footing, not dirt, but
right.
it's an incredible process. And then just along with the jumps, our jumps have elevated, and they're decorated nicely in signage, and it's a very exciting opportunity for people to come and witness.
Describe the quality of these horse rider teams, the caliber.
Oh, we had one person from the Pan Am Games, and they're a very elite type of riders that do appear at our show.
Yeah.
Yeah, what should we know about the educational aspect of
This
this?
is my favorite.
You said that you've got how many kids coming in this morning that are probably there right now?
Yes, we have over 800. We have over 800 kids on buses coming in between 9:30 and noon, and they're going to have an interactive experience to get up and close with the horses and to actually pet them, and then to interact and learn about the differences between the Western and English discipline, and then actually go see a little bit of the show jumping competitions that are happening today.
What kind of experience is it for the kids who've never been near a horse to all of a sudden have this opportunity? I'm sure their eyes are just as big as quarters.
You know, it's incredible because they're in awe and they're in shock, and sometimes they stand back, but then once they come up to them, it's very eye-opening experience for them. It's a great opportunity, really.
Yeah.
So you have, so tonight's the Speed Derby, is that right?
It
The
is.
Speed Derby, and then tomorrow's the Grand Prix. What's the difference between those two events?
Basically, it's the Mutual of Omaha Bank Speed Derby is basically the fastest horse across the finish line, and who wins with the without faults, which is knocking down a pole. And then the Grand Prix is the jumps are a little bit higher, and then there's a jump off. So it's a little bit different. So.
Is it like a dance-off?
Jump off.
Exactly. There's a special offer that I want to make sure our viewers who are going to the spring game tomorrow know they can take advantage of this. Why should they hold on to their ticket if they're coming back toward Omaha?
They get $5 off at the Saturday-only evening performance.
And that's
Isn't
the
that great?
Grand Prix. So you save that ticket stub, you take it the night of, $5 off your ticket.
Right away. The website here is worldclasshorseshows.com. This event has been in Omaha a few years now, and your reputation has really grown to the point that you're now in the running for a world-class event. What is it, and when will you know if Omaha is the city to host it?
Well, we are actually in competition for the World Cup, which is like equivalent to like the soccer. It's the World Cup champion, the big one. Yep, the big one. And it's great because it's going to bring so many people, international people, to the Omaha area. And so it's very exciting. We're competing against London, a city in the Netherlands, and Hong Kong.
Cool.
Yeah,
we're the only United States city in the running?
We are, yes.
Wow.
We are. And the presenting team leaves at the end of April, and then we hopefully find out sometime in June.
That is
Wow.
huge, Susan.
It is.
Oh,
It's
that
for
is
2017. Yeah, it will be a huge, wonderful economic impact for the Omaha
I
area.
bet the chamber is saying, "Go, Susan, go."
Yeah.
You know what? The Omaha community has just been wonderful rallying around this whole start, just even from the very beginning of inception of just trying to create it from our first year. So Omaha's great that way.
And it helps that we've hosted other big events, you know, in the
Oh,
last several
absolutely.
years. And so there's
Absolutely.
a spotlight on Omaha. So it's today and tomorrow at the CenturyLink Center. Just go to Ticketmaster.com.
Correct.
And then you got your website down there as well, worldclasshorseshows.com.
Or internationalomaha.com is another one.
Yeah.
So.
Great stuff. And don't forget to use your ticket from the spring game to save a few bucks tomorrow.
Sounds
Thank you,
good.
Susan.
Thank
Susan,
you.
Now we got to
Appreciate
get you
it.
to those hundreds of kids.
You got to get out the door. Later in the show, the comedian behind the one-man show, Angry Pursuit of Happiness, Christopher Titus, is here.
And Film Streams is rolled out its spring calendar. Take notes if you want, because we got a lot of ground to cover after the break.